Oh, there you are, YouTube. So I am really digging this season of The Crown. I'm on season 4 right now. We watched episode 1 of season 4 yesterday. Just watched episodes 2 and 3 today. Those episode titles are The Balmoral Test. That was episode 2. And episode 3 was called Fairytale. That one was all about sort of the not really the, I guess not the meeting, but like sort of the, what solidified that Diana and Charles were going to be a couple and get married. So huge episode leading up to the wedding, which I'm guessing seems like is going to be the next episode. I'm really excited for that. But man, this it's just a fantastic show. Love the show so much. Also, the composer, when it was sort of becoming obvious that the royal family was sort of fawning over Diana, just loving her, she was just really winning them over. Not so much Charles, because obviously Charles is, into Camilla. I think he was like, oh wow, Diana's pretty great here, but his love, was always for Camilla. But the score that was happening, I just looked up the composer. What was his name? Martin Phipps. Fantastic score. When those moments are happening, when it's clear that the family is deciding we like her, and Charles, you're going to have to marry this person. We are going to set you up for marriage with this person. The music is just so intense and sad and I wish I could come up with the right adjectives for it. I don't think I can. I'd need to pull out a thesaurus to figure it out, because it is just, I don't have words for it in this moment from my own brain. I'd have to look the words up to find out how to describe how fantastic that score was during that moment. It stood out to me in a good way. Like, it wasn't distracting. It was like, oh man, this is all coming together. This is cohesive. This is perfect. I was just loving that moment so much. It was a very powerful scene in these 2 episodes. But man, it was pretty great. And the person who's playing, I looked up their name earlier too. It's, I think, Emma Corrin or Emily Corrin, something like that. The actress who is playing Princess Diana. Fantastic casting. In my previous vlog where I talked about episode 1, I was completely enamored with how Gillian Anderson was playing Margaret Thatcher. Same thing here with how, I think it's Emma, I'm going to say Emma. If I'm wrong, correct me down below in the comments. Emma Corrin, how she's playing Princess Diana. I mean, it is fantastic. Again, I was like very young when Diana was killed by paparazzi, and I was in junior high, so I feel like those are my strongest memories of Diana. I feel like I probably knew who she was, but or maybe I just more knew, I don't know, I'm trying to think of like memories before when I was in junior high, before when she was killed, because I don't know. I mean, I feel like I had to have been aware that she was around, a person, but I feel like my memories of her start, at that, during the tragedy. So I don't know. But it was such a big deal. Like, I feel like I grasped onto it right away. I mean, our whole country did. It was the only thing that was on the news. It was what everybody was talking about at school. It was what everybody was focused on just around the world. And I feel like we were all given this crash. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. This test, or this course, that's the word I'm looking for. I was trying to say crash course, but I realized I probably shouldn't say that. This course in her life, like, I just felt like I learned so much about her in such a short period of time, to where I feel like I should have known who she was before, but I'm not sure if I did. Like, I feel like everything happened, after the wreck. But anyway, just everything that I'm seeing in The Crown, the actress wearing, is like so iconic because of all the information I was given as a kid and all of the imagery, which became instantly iconic. It was probably already iconic from the 80s, but it had this like new life in the late 90s, after the accident. And like everything she's wearing, it's like, oh, I remember that. Like, I don't remember when she was wearing it because it was the 80s and I was too young. But I remember seeing all of this imagery on the news, so it was like, wow, I remember that dress. I remember that sweater. I remember, that turtleneck or whatever it is. So the costuming also just nailed it. It was completely perfect because I just, these photographs that I grew up seeing, I instantly recognized those outfits on this actress. So props to the costume department there. The hair, her hair was just like spot on. It's perfect. The acting, again, I don't have a lot of, everything I've seen of Diana is more just, obviously interviews and things like that, like everybody else had seen. But I mean, it seems like her acting was like nailing what I've seen in those videos. So it's just, I don't know. I've always loved this show. So it's nothing really new. It's not like, oh wow, this is better. I think this show has always been fantastic, and I'm just continuing to love it. And yeah, Gillian Anderson, Emma Corrin. Again, I apologize if I'm saying the name wrong. Please correct me below if I am. They're just doing a fantastic job, and I just feel like I can't get over it. So yeah, these 2 episodes are fantastic. Can't wait to see what tomorrow brings, because well, I think it's already, the episode's already available, but for me, I'll probably most likely watch it tomorrow. Maybe. Kind of have a busy work day tomorrow, but we'll see. But the wedding is coming up. That's where I'm going with this. And I think that's going to be a great episode. I assume they'll show it. Maybe they won't, because, I've seen a lot of the wedding, just because the video is such a part of world culture that maybe they won't put it in the show because they sort of expect us to know it. I don't know. I could see them doing that. That could be the choice. That could be the artistic choice, to rely on the audience, rely on culture, the global understanding of what happened, and had seen images of the wedding. Maybe they won't show us the wedding. I don't know. I kind of hope they do, but I'll understand it if they don't, because those images are so well seen by the public, So I'll totally understand it, but and I don't even think I would be disappointed, but I do hope to see it, because I'm just curious to see how accurate it is. That's kind of a fun game to play when watching any historical thing. Did this actually happen? And then you look it up, it did or it didn't, or that maybe it was dramatized a little bit or underplayed or something like that. So yeah, anyway, these 2 episodes, 2 and 3, both very good. In the score, fantastic. Martin Phipps, man, that's some fantastic work right there. Listen, if you've watched them, go back and listen. If you haven't, pay attention, especially to that portion where it's clear that the family is like, yeah, we're gonna have Charles marry this person because she's knocking it out of the park with us royals right now. But yeah, only good things to say. Really enjoy this show, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog right now, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.